what's up guys? Lee here at The Last Movie Hero. So I want to jump right into it. Spike Lee's BlacKkKlansman, which right off the top I'm going to say is an excellent film. Listen, I understand that, you know, walking into a movie like this, that the subject matter is based on race relations, racism, to be exact, it's sometimes kind of hard to do. But I think this is one of those movies that you absolutely have to see. I don't care if you're white, I don't care if you're black, I don't care what color you are. Go see this movie because this is one of those movies that, you know, when you even see the title, not the common title to see on the movie marquee, Klansman, but Spike Lee tackles this subject matter like he has done with every other film that he's made, with a serious tone and even throwing a little bit of comedy in it, just to soften the blow that you're gonna get. Look, it takes place in the 1970s and it tells a story of a black police officer who actually goes undercover to infiltrate the Ku Klux Klan. Now, being that he's black, he can't do that alone, so he kind of gets the help of another officer played by Adam Driver, who is white and Jewish. So, you know, you get these two guys together and they're tag teaming the Ku Klux Klan. One is a white voice and the other is the white face to the white voice. And which I think was kind of a tricky thing to do, because you find an actor, John David Washington, who plays the black cop, and who happens to be the son of Denzel Washington, who puts on this perfect persona as a white guy. And you know, there are the scenes where he's actually talking to David Duke, who is played brilliantly by Topher Grace from That 70s Show. And although the subject matter is completely serious and it is something that you can't laugh at, there are certain things that are said by John David Washington to Topher Grace, you know, while they're on the phone talking, and it's being the conversation is being bugged, and the other officers are like laughing. They can't get enough of this and everything, and that's what softens the blow. And even with Adam Driver playing a Jewish cop who has to go undercover in the Klan and pretend that all these things that has happened to his people, you know, there's a scene where one of the guys, he denies the Holocaust ever happened, and Adam Driver kind of responds and says, "Why would you even deny it happened? It was beautiful," you know. And that, in that scene alone, you kind of get what a cop like that in that situation, and with the racism and everything that's being brought to them, they have to deal with that situation. And even even John David Washington, forgive me, in his scenes being as racist as possible, and in his language and tone of Topher Grace, it makes you smile. At the same time, it makes you angry because of, you know, the things he's talking about. And that's what's so brilliant about this film. Spike Lee has taken a subject matter, once again racism, and he is showing you showing you the racism and the bigotry at its essence. But at the same time, he is making you smile by taking this medicine. And that's where I bring into play what type of director Spike Lee is. You know, this is something that is passionate to him. You know, he's been accused before of making films that were inflammatory, you know, and bringing the subject matter to light. You know, why are you making that movie? You know, and you know, as a black director, he has somewhat of a obligation and somewhat of a moral obligation to tell these stories. Because listen, we understand that race and race relations in movies like this, race and race relations and racism, when you see a movie like this, it's not gonna be comfortable to watch. But it's educating to watch. This is by far one of those movies that when you sit down and watch it, and you're in a movie theater, you're a white person, and you're sitting next to a black person, and you're watching this movie, you feel somewhat uncomfortable because of what you're seeing. But it's relevant, you know, it's relevant in this time, especially in this time, you know, in the current social environment that we live in, is current. And this is a movie that actually brings all those things from the 1970s that I guess in the 70s they thought by, you know, they didn't think by the year 2018 that some of these things would still be relevant. These things are actually relevant that they're saying in the movie. These things that are going on in the movie, they're actually relevant today, with the tone and the way that things come across now, especially with events in Charlottesville. You know, these are relevant issues in this movie, and this is a excellent way of getting people interested. Listen, you know, you watch this movie and you see what's going on, and it makes you want to talk about it. It makes you want to talk about it and not only have a discussion, but have a positive and discussion about it with friends of yours that are black. If you're black, you talk to your white friends about it. If you're white, you talk to your black friends about it. It's not a bad film to go see. It's not a film that when you go see, you're going to come out, I'm angry, I'm mad, but you come out enlightened, because at the end, it does show you that there's something better to come if we keep at it. Black Klansman is one of those movies that, you know, when I was watching it, I definitely knew that this is something that it sometimes is a black man, it's gonna make me mad, it's gonna make me angry, but like I said, it's necessary to watch. The acting, you know, in it by John David Washington and Adam Driver, amazing. Smaller parts with Alec Baldwin. Yes, I've said Alec Baldwin. The entire cast bringing this movie to the screen was absolutely perfect. And I'm hoping that, you know, around Oscar time that it's recognized, because this is a movie, once again, that I am hoping by the time, you know, award season comes around, that it's not forgotten. It doesn't like blow away in the wind. And when I say that it's an amazing film, Black Klansman is an amazing film. It's a movie that you need to watch, that you should watch, that you almost have a social obligation, a moral obligation to go watch this movie. And take some friends. I mean, come out of it. Go have a discussion about this movie, because it's an excellent film. Adam Driver, John David Washington, Alec Baldwin. This is an amazing film. I think it's one of the year's best, and I like what Spike Lee has done. He has not disappointed this time at all. Like I said, it's relevant. It's hard to watch sometimes. It's hard to swallow sometimes, but you will also laugh. So go see Black Klansman. It is an excellent film. And I will see you guys next time. As always, share, hit that like button. And if you don't subscribe to my channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you guys next time at The Last Movie Hero. Lee out.